How did Jeffrey Epstein really die? Was it suicide? Also, what advice will I have for someone who's been struggling for months to find a job? Keep watching. We'll explore both topics in this episode of Ask Psychic Ralph. Welcome back to Ask Psychic Ralph, a weekly webcast that uses tarot cards to help viewers resolve personal issues, reach goals, and make decisions. This week's question comes from Nancy in Toronto. Dear Psychic Ralph, I've been struggling to find a decent job for the past 5 months. Do you have any advice for me? I'm becoming discouraged and I'm really starting to worry. Nancy, my heart goes out to you. It really does. But I have to say, when I got your form, I got a bunch of one-word answers. No, I'm a life coach. I need to have a bit of the backstory to help clients to get a better idea of what's going on. So the one-word answers either told me you're exceptionally busy and you didn't have time to fill it out, or maybe you're just not putting in enough effort. And I have to wonder if maybe that energy is carrying over into your job search. Now, Nancy, I want you to know I'm not criticizing you for that. But sometimes the lack of energy, actually not sometimes, every time we're looking for a job, if we're not motivated, it's not going to happen. So what I want to do with you is I want to take a look at the motivation. Now, I also want you to do a bit of soul searching because I need you to figure out whether your skills and education match the jobs you're looking for. Because if you're trying to be a lawyer and you don't have a law degree, it's not going to happen. So there could be a situation where you need to go to school or you need to get some skills, either by volunteering or just doing whatever you need to do. But those are some questions you need to ask yourself. And I do find sometimes people can't find a job because they want a really decent job, like we all do, but they don't have the skills to match that yearning. So do some soul searching there. Now, in the meantime, I want to take a look at your motivation because to me that's abundantly clear. So let's see what we're going to get here. So the first thing I'm getting here is that there are jobs out there for you. The Knight of Cups is an offering. It's there. So I do think that there is work out there for you. I just think that you just need to find it. So it's not that the jobs don't exist. Now, this is interesting, the Hermit card. I'm going to interpret this quite literally and say you need to network. You need to start applying for jobs. I think that one of the things that's really affecting you is your spirit, and I want you to start meditating. I want you to start exercising. I want you to bring your energy level up, because once your energy level is up, you're gonna feel more motivated, more positive. Because I do feel a negative energy. I'm not saying you're a negative person, but I do feel that there is a bit of a negative attitude towards this that maybe you can work on. I also think, too, that when it comes to your skills, the High Priestess talks about things that are hidden. So I feel like you probably need to take a look at your resume. Make sure you have a cover letter. And you have to have a custom cover letter for every job you apply for. And your resume, I feel, could use some work. Now, overall, I feel that if you can bring your energy up, network, reach out to former co-workers, reach out to former bosses, do everything you need to do, I do think that there's a job out there for you because the Knight of Cups is telling me there's something out there for you. So Godspeed, I hope you find it soon. Best of luck to you, and thank you for your question. Up next is the Psychic Scoop, a segment where I probe pop culture and politics. In this episode of the Psychic Scoop, I'm going to take a look at Jeffrey Epstein. I gotta say, I'm not in love with the guy. I don't want to really probe his energy. Do you want to probe his energy? I don't think she does either. But there's been a lot of conspiracy theories out there that he was murdered or he faked his death, and I just want to get to the bottom of it. So let's see what the cards have to say. The Four of Swords is a card of taking a break from things, and I do feel, I'm going to interpret this to say that there were folks out there who wanted him out of the public eye. I think he had a lot of information on a lot of people, and someone who has that much information, from what I'm seeing here, his death, the Six of Swords is a movement away from difficulty. It means things got a lot easier for a lot of people. So I actually very much, Perla, I very much believe that he was murdered. I don't think he faked his death. I don't think he committed suicide. I think he was murdered, and it makes a lot of sense. I don't think it was a tragic loss when he passed. But the real tragedy is that I think there are other people out there who conspired with him, who were complicit, and they're still walking free. And maybe someday justice will catch up with them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube or follow me on Instagram and TikTok. If you have a question for me, please visit AskPsychicRalph.com. See you next week. Have a magical day.